Hello once again and welcome back. This is Charles from the S United Clan, and this is our Exodus mission complete. I'm not going to show you the whole map. Actually, I could download it, I guess, and sort of the entire viewing of it. I just put clips and pieces together that we felt were important, strategy, tutorial purposes, a little bit of tips, things like that for you. One thing I want to say about this map is its design is pretty easy. It's just a circle, half circle base type thing with new challenges, new types of achievements you got to do. I like the fact that they replaced the drill setting with something different. You're going to see here soon that you have to complete these generator based type achievements and challenges and whatnot. Like this here, you open a gate, you have to kill a certain amount of cryptids inside a circle. I believe this one was 15 or 10, and each one that you do changes. They go up. I think one is like 12. You have to do 12, so I'm sure this one's 10. And then like there's one for 15, and then there's like one for 20 and 25 and whatnot. Strategic purposes we found was to open up the area that contained the NX1, I believe it's called. Gun, the new gun specifically made for this map and designed for this map, which is it's really a cool gun. You don't have to spend ammo on it, money for ammo to recharge the ammo. It recharges on its own. It takes usually about I think 30 to 45 seconds. I think we clocked it at somewhere between there for this gun to actually recharge its ammo. You can kill cryptids with it, but it's specific to the ancestors, which if you're not familiar with this map, you're going to see here coming up soon. Their abilities, knocking down their shield, getting around their telekinetic, I believe it talks about abilities and whatnot, but you're going to see throughout this video here anyway. A couple other things for strategy purposes is we wanted all four to get the NX1. Just throw that out there first and foremost. Because it really gives us the ability at the end of the game to really control them a lot more and a lot better, a lot more efficiently. We found. This is our second run through of this map, ever playing it. The second time we've ever tested this map, played it. The first time we just ran around. We didn't do any achievements. We just opened areas, just ran around, didn't get no skill points. We're just goofing off and checking out how the design was for the map and what the map suggested you to play and how to play the map. Most of the people that are really good at Awakening allow the map to dictate to them on how they should play. And that's in-game as well as before game. You got to make adaptations inside the game too. You know, you got to change up your guns a little bit. You got to do this, that. I mean, the only thing that's set is your loadout, and that's always before game. But that's just the insinuating of what you want to play and how you think you should play it. And we made some changes. Part of the strategy that we went into to play a full entire game and actually play seriously was sentry guns and grenade turrets. Two of us carried grenade turrets, three of us carried sentry guns. And the reason why this was is because we found that you get hoarded a lot more in this game than you do in the other maps. Which is cool because it kind of ups the challenge right off the bat. Most of the other maps, you know, just kind of like ease into it a little more cryptids here and there as you go along. The more achievements you do, the more you get. These guys really lay them out, you know, pretty heavily on you pretty quickly, which is great. We definitely took the challenge and headed it up. The other thing that we found was from the first time we played and we went around was opening up the areas. We found that in this map, you really want to open up the areas before you start working the generators. You're going to get the skill points to beef your stuff up for you so you can protect yourself during the hordes of when you turn the generators on and you got the generators active and whatnot. And it's really, really impressed me how good it worked. It worked out. It was no issue whatsoever for us. As you can see, my skill sets there, my loadout. What I'm using as my skill sets is mostly going right into my sentry guns, and here I'm already up to placing two at a time. Once we opened up the areas, we went back, started work on the generators, whatnot. Only one person had extra special abilities, extra upgrades from armory and whatnot, and that was cryptid ammo and the scavenger, which he got the knife to be able to hypno a rhino. And actually, which is really cool because that when it seemed this way. I'm not saying this is this way, but it really seemed that when he hypnoed Rhino out of the scavenged hypno knife, it lasted longer. It gave him more strength. Like he, I don't know. It just seemed that way. It probably really wasn't that way, but it really appeared that way, and it was really, really kind of cool. Here is our first ancestor. As you can see, they're pretty cool looking. They got some special abilities. Um, they can pull you up in the air, throw you back. They somehow suck life out of you and whatnot. That's one we just destroyed. They explode when you destroy them, and you get a skill point, which is great. It's really just an extra achievement to get another skill point, which is bonus because it helps you out. You know, so there are a lot of good things that I liked in the map. I'll get back later to what I really think of the map, and I'll grade it for you guys and tell you why and whatnot of what we think and why. Um, One thing that we found as cumbersome was in the design of the map was there's a lot of weird things, corners, things in places that didn't make any sense. It's like they just threw the map together and just placed a bunch of junk everywhere to make it look trashy or blowing up or whatever it was for design, whatever. This is one thing that I had a problem with. It looks like these cryptids are coming out of that box. It's just a box sitting on a table. Now, how is a cryptid just going to come out of a magic box? I mean, seriously, it just seemed wacky. I wasn't really cool about it. It just seems cheesy to me. It's a magic box. Cryptids are coming out of it. I don't believe when I went back and looked at this video that they may not have actually been coming out of the box, but it definitely looks that way. But then again, though, it didn't look like they were jumping up onto that box either. It like they were generating out of the ground, behind the box. It just seems cheesy. In a weird place. Other things that we wanted to do was to make sure that somebody had a different source of ammo leveled up, because we come to find out that cryptid ammo costs 2,000 to put out in dollar points every time. So instead of us just throwing down money all the time and everything else for them and everything else, we were actually trying to keep everybody afloat and make sure that he could save his own money so that we could save our money for sentry guns, grenade turrets, and other abilities that we needed, armor, so on and so forth. We had 2 people running armor as well that was fully upgraded, 2 people running sentry guns and grenade turrets. Actually, there were 3 running sentry guns. Just to overpower the board. And you're going to see here soon, as you can see, here's the final ending of Little Miss Hottie Pants in the series of Awakening. Samantha Cross getting on the missile, getting ready to go shoot up. Our job is to protect her while she gets it prepared. Just like Awakening Run Back, you have to fill escaped my mind for a minute. with souls or whatever by killing the cryptids on the bar on the left side and so on and so forth. It raises the bar and then you move on to the next point. Here you don't move on. This is your final stage. Um, excuse me. That was part of the problem that we had with this map is that it was way too short and unimpressive. By the time you got to the end, you fight 3 ancestors, which you're going to see here, and I'm going to tell you here soon how you kill an ancestor. But getting back to that, I'll get back to that soon. Um, it's just too short. Even though you killed 3 of them, it's just that. As you just saw, I headshotted that cryptid, and it was a perfect shot. That's how you kill them. You have to shoot them in their weaknesses, just as a tip. When you get their guard down and everything else, headshot them all the time. And you can headshot them with a regular gun, grenade turrets, whatever. Just headshot them until their shields come back up, and then someone use the NX1, L1 it, let it charge until that full circle on your aim point, zoomed, or aimed, or however you want to say it, is orange. Every 4 sections of that is orange. Then you shoot. It'll do significant damage, and it'll blow out their shields, and so on. So, the grading of this map, first off, we like the design that it's small. It's concise. It's easy to go from point to point to point because you're just running in a half circle. We didn't like the fact that it just seemed like there was misplaced junk in your way just so you'd have to walk around it. That just seemed really silly to us, cheesy. It's like they just threw some stuff in there just for added features or added look or whatever. And it just looked silly to us. So the design was a 50-50 split with us. We liked it, but then there were some things that we didn't. So for design, the best 1 out of 5, we gave it an average score, of 2.5 right there. We think they could have done better with the design and especially more challenging. Point of Contact is the most unchallenging map in Awakening, or in Extinction, sorry. Nightfall and Mayday are the hardest ones. Primarily Mayday, especially because you really get into short contact with cryptids, and there's a lot in one area, all right there in your face. This one, there's a little bit of moving room and all that stuff. The challenge of the cryptids is really good. We thought that was good. We gave that a 3 because it's a little more intense and it's a lot quicker. The new challenges, the new order of things in which you have to completions, you earn your skill points, earning your monies and all that stuff is very, very good in this map. We definitely think that was above average and the best we've seen, even out of Awakening 2, which is probably our second favorite for that. But this would definitely be our first in that regard. Excuse me. So overall, for playability in this map, to finish it, the quickness of it, and everything else, it's just a basic average map with a little bit of cooler features, with a really good design to a point, but really just poor building of the map itself with the things involved, the terrain itself and everything else. I think they could have done a lot better instead of just throwing stuff in the middle of everything and in your way and whatnot. So, that's where we graded this map for Awakening, or for Extinction. But we enjoyed it too. We're playing it still, and so on. And we're still going to continue to play it. And here we are at the end. And this is it. And that's all I have to say, so thank you for watching.
I hope we beat it. Short. Dude, I got so much bonus. I bet you I got so much. Dude, that's...
Once again, I'm Charles from the United Clan. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe.
Dude. Oh, sweet, I'm watching a video now.